Is this the best value hotel in Gran Canaria? Well, in this video I'm going to show you around the hotel. I'm going to show you everything that you get to do, all the pools, the food, the activities. I'll show you outside the hotel as well. So let's get into the video and let's see what this hotel is all about.
In the swimming pools and the beach.
Yeah? Do you like the hotel?
Yeah.
And what's your favourite thing about this hotel so far?
The beach.
You like the beach here? It's really nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you like the splash park?
Yeah.
Splash park is just over there and we'll show you the bit more detail later on. But yeah, that's the splash park.
Oh, I really love the beach better because it has no rocks.
Yeah, the beach is really nice, isn't it? Well, we'll go and show everyone the beach a bit later as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to show them the food. Food is quite nice, a lot of choices, isn't there?
Yeah.
So let's go and show around the hotel and show them throughout our holiday what we are up to. What do you think of this hotel? Do you like it?
Yeah.
Is it good fun? All right, mate. Is it good fun? Yeah? Do you like it? What's your favourite bit?
Yeah.
Lara?
Yeah.
What about eating? Do you like eating?
Yeah, that's good.
You like eating, innit? So this is a family room in the hotel, so it gives you a bit of size. So you get your wardrobe and you get a few little shelves here, cupboards area, safe. You get a hairdryer and that. You also get a few like kid toy things. You also get a tent, which is actually out on the balcony at the moment. Bathroom size, so you sort of see normal sort of bathroom size. Shower, yeah, pretty decent. Nice shower. And if you get a family room, you can have two singles or a single and a cot. And then you can get single or double. This one's got two singles, but you just put them together to make a double. Got charging points all around, so you can put your chargers in. And yeah, pretty good size room. As you can see, lighting all over, TV. And yeah, it's a nice size room. And you get a good size balcony. So this one is on the ground floor. So it's at night at the moment, but it'll give you an idea. So there's you get a kids tent as well, which is out here at the moment. Just gives you a idea of size of the balcony. So it's quite big. It's a nice size. And then when you've got your view over to the actual splash park over there, swimming pool on that side. Yeah, and it gives you a nice idea. Dance. Slow dance. that good, Tyler? Yeah? Yeah. Go. What's that crocodile doing on there? Is that good? Yeah? Wow. clap, 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 clap. Supermarket. Remember, don't touch anything. Wow. Yeah, nice supermarket, innit? Look at that. Nice supermarket, innit? What did you make? What did you make? Okay. Wow, it's a nice sand, isn't it? Alright. Lovely, isn't it? Nice, isn't it?
Where's that green?
Would you wear that top, Molly? No? No? Okay. So it's a few days later now after the holiday, and I just want to go over a few little information about the hotel that you didn't see in the video, other information, little tips along the way, room tips, that sort of thing. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the actual room. So you'd have seen in the little bit of writing below the room that I said about that we moved rooms. So I'll go a little bit more in detail about that, and it's a bit of a room tip as well. So when we first turned up, we was given room 107, which is a ground floor family room. Now, had everything we wanted. It was really good. It was set up how we wanted. It had a cot in there and stuff for our baby, single bed for our daughter. Second night in, noticed this big black brownish sort of bug just scatter across the room really quickly, and was like, "Whoa, what is that?" Obviously tried to find it, and it was caught it in the glass, and I put a little picture up in the corner. And it was a actual cockroach. Now these are quite common in Gran Canaria. And as we found out, being on the ground floor, you're more likely to encounter them in your room because they can fly as well, which we found out when we saw one flying around the room. So it's just something to be aware of. So obviously we found that, and then we found a few more. They were quite good, the hotel. Phoned them up, they come in, they gave us a room to stay in that night, the next night. So actually that night, sorry. So that night we actually moved rooms to, I wrote it down, 114, which is on the other side of our room. So another tip is that we was facing, with 107 we was facing towards like the pool area and the hotel. So it's a better view that way. 114 was towards the roadside. So there's a few things to be considering here. If you're on the ground floor, you're likely to encounter bugs. You're going to get more people seeing you when you're on the balcony, people walking past you. So it's just something to be aware of, obviously, when you're getting changed in that people can see into your room. If you're on the other side of the hotel, facing the road or outside of the hotel, you're going to get a lot of road noise. There was a building site bit on the back of the hotel, which you couldn't hear from 107, but 114 we could hear in the mornings. It's quite loud. So yeah, we moved rooms, all good there. Spent a night in that room. We went back to the other room and thought, okay, they've done a full disinfectant clean, deep clean. We thought, yeah, it's going to be really good now. There's going to be no bugs. Next night, go back, no bug scattering along the ground, another big cockroach. So we phoned reception, said, look, we just want to remove rooms. I'm not too scared of it, to be honest, but I don't really want them crawling on me. But my missus is really scared of bugs, so she was like, well, I don't really want this. It's not the hotel's fault. It's not to do with cleanliness, because the cleaning is top drawer in this hotel, I must say. Everywhere is cleaned, really deep cleaned. I mean, it smells always fresh in the toilets. You see people clean all the time, doing garden maintenance. So the hotel is really well maintained. So there's nothing to do with that. It's just that these are quite common in Gran Canaria, and if you're on the ground floor, you're going to encounter them. So it's just something to be aware. So we moved to the top floor, 807, I think it was. Yeah, I wrote down 807 we moved to. We had to do all this changeover. It was a little bit of a nightmare, but we was happy to move. So the room was exactly the same, but you had better views of obviously the whole hotel in that. So if you're going for a top floor room, just to be aware that obviously you're gonna be on a higher floor. So if you're scared of heights, the balcony, you know, can be a bit worrying. If you're got young kids, you want to keep a check on that they're not hanging over the balconies, and just keep an eye on that sort of thing for safety reasons. But other than that, I'd probably say that I'd preferred the top floor, but obviously then you've got to take all your luggage up to the top floor, and then waiting for lifts can take a bit longer. It's not as quick as being on the ground floor. We can just walk out. When you're on the top floor, you've got to wait for lifts, and it can be busy during dinner times and that. So it's just something to be aware of. But the hotel's rooms, as you've seen in the video, really cleaned every day. The only thing that was a little bit annoying was that the mini bar wasn't like stocked up. You had to actually pay for that, which I think is, if you're paying all inclusive, you should get that included. It's just my little gripe about it. So when you go Turkey, for example, if you get all inclusive, everything's included, the mini bar, everything. And I just think probably with Spanish islands or Spain in general, all inclusive, you may not get everything. It's just something to be aware of. The other thing I want to talk about was actually the food. So you'd have seen me show you around the food at, you know, breakfast, lunch and dinner. You'd have seen that it's really, really busy, so I couldn't really film this properly. Every time we went, it was packed. We was in the school holiday time, so it's always going to be very busy. Now, what I found, the food quality is really, really good quality, cooked really well, everything like that. But the food can be quite repetitive if if you're used to going to all-inclusive hotels. This is how they can be. It can be quite repetitive. There's not a lot of choice, so you find that it queues up quite busily, waiting for food, and you're queuing and waiting. You normally get one or two chicken choices, a beef, or normally quite regularly it's pork, and then they have a lot of fish as well. So just be aware, there's a lot of pork dishes in this hotel. That's what we found. My wife, obviously from Turkey, she doesn't really eat pork, but she did try some of it, but she doesn't really eat it. And it's just that you have to be aware that there's going to be a lot of pork dishes here and a lot of fish dishes. Desserts were really good quality, lots of choices. And as I said, the Toblerone cake they did there was probably one of the best chocolate cakes I've ever had. It was so, so nice. So that cake, if you go to this hotel, you're definitely going to enjoy that one. The actual food court itself was always being cleaned. The staff are really, really good in there. They're always cleaning the sides of where the food is. If you drip any sauces, they're there wiping it. I mean, they're really good. Attention to detail and the cleaning the side of that hotel is really good. Whenever you're walking around the actual food court, you're going to see that it's very clean. And this is always a good thing when you're doing all-inclusive buffets. You want it to be clean because you don't want to be getting illnesses when you're over there. Obviously, when you go to breakfast, the breakfast times are very short. It's only 8 till 10, so you only got a 2-hour window there, which we found was always busy. The breakfast was the most busiest time. Lunch was good if you went at the start of lunch or near the end of lunch. It was quite quiet most of the time. And dinner, we seemed to go down there about 6:30, and it was pretty good. It was not that busy. Or if you want to go a bit later, like 9:30, it was pretty not too busy. Sometimes in between they are really busy, so it's just something to be aware of. There's also a snack bar there, which did food from 11 to 11. So there's always choice of food. Just something to be aware of, that most things don't open to 11 around this hotel. So all the bars and that, they're not to 11. So if you're deciding to go out, you know, your room at 9 o'clock to start sunbathing, you're not going to be able to get a drink to 11. So it's just something you've got to be aware of. But what we found was it didn't really get really hot till about 11. So I think that's the plan, is that they have the staff start working around 11 and they're working to 11 at night. So I think that's why it's only open for that short time. But the snack bar had your burgers and all that sort of food. When it's breakfast time around 11, it had all breakfast stuff. So if you didn't get your breakfast in the actual breakfast bit in the main restaurant, you could have it in the snack bar. So there's always food choices. The burgers were pretty good. Not probably the best burgers, because they're like just sat there for a while. I like ones that when you cook it freshly, and sometimes when we've been to Turkey, you get like a barbecue bit where they cook your burger and you make it up and that. These ones are already made and they're sat there waiting. So it depends on the time they've come out. Sometimes they've been sitting there for a while and got a little bit cold and a bit hard. So you just got to time it well with getting your snacks. But we found the snack bar is really good for our little kids that just were not eating the times we were eating. So we could go in the snack bar whenever we needed to get food, and it was always something there for them, like chicken nuggets and chips and that. And my son really loved the melons, so he was eating quite a lot of that. We'll just talk about evening entertainment a little bit, because we was really impressed by how good the evening entertainment was in this hotel. Every night they had a really, really good act. Everything we saw a magic show, we saw dancers, we saw singers. And every one of them was top drawer, like stuff you'd pay for when you're back in England. Like, we were from England, and you know, if we go to London, some of the theatres are so expensive. I mean, these stuff that we saw, these acts were like as good quality as some of the theatre stuff in London. I mean, they were really good quality, and fair play to the hotel for getting these, because all-inclusive hotels don't always have the best entertainment, but this one was top drawer, and I must say it was really, really good to watch some of the shows. And obviously you got the kids' entertainment bit with the Punchy character, which was really nice. Kids loved that. It's a very repetitive, every night the same sort of songs, but it is what it is, and the kids enjoyed it. And as you'd have seen, we had a bus that would go down to the beach, and that was there from the times that you would have seen in the video. Recommend going down to the beach, because the beach is beautiful. Golden sand, you can see the volcanically blackness in the sand as well, and it's really nice, really relaxing. The sea is quite powerful, so it's just something to be aware. The waves are quite strong, so you just don't go in too far, but it's quite good fun when you're out there, when the waves are hitting you and knocking you over and that. It's quite nice down by the beach, and we went there nearly every day because we really enjoyed it. And around the beach area, you've got shops, restaurants, everything down there, and it's a really lively area. Lots to see, lots to do. So there's nothing that you won't like down there. So this is why we highly recommend this hotel and this area in general. I'll definitely come back to this area, and I'd even come back to this hotel because it was really nice, really great value. And I'm going to talk about that in a minute, about the price we paid. But yeah, the hotel, 4 stars, but it felt like it was a, you know, 4 stars fair, but it just felt like you got a lot for your money. That's why I say it's a very good value for your money. So this is one of the bigger hotels in Gran Canaria. Apparently it's the second biggest that I was told. So it's quite a big hotel, very family orientated. It's got everything you need. I'd say that the value of this hotel, you get a lot for your money. So I'll give a little draw down to what we paid. So we paid $2,500 on the nose. So it's $2,500, but that was 9 nights, all our flights, all our luggage, all our transfers, all inclusive as well, with EasyJet in the school summer holidays. Now that's 4 of us, so 2 adults, 2 children. So you've got to bear in mind that summer holidays are more expensive. I think that's really, really good value for money. And what we got at this hotel, this is why I'd say it's probably one of the best value for money hotels in Gran Canaria, because when we was looking, this was one of the cheaper ones, but actually reviews in that, I think it's one of the better hotels in Gran Canaria from what I can see. You could probably get better ones that are out there, but I just don't think you'll get them for the best value. So this is why I definitely recommend this hotel. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it's going to help you if you're looking to book this hotel. Hopefully it gives you a bit of insight into what you're going to get. Sometimes it's nice to watch a video instead of actually just reading the reviews. The video sort of shows you a little bit more, and this is what we'd like to do personally. When we're looking for a holiday, we always watch videos on YouTube and see, you know, if it looks as good as it does say in the reviews. And this video will hopefully give you a glimpse of what you're going to get. Hopefully I've shown you everything in the hotel, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please give it a like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. This channel is mainly car detailing, but I do a few holiday vlogs, holiday reviews, few little different things on the channel. So if it is of interest to you, just follow the channel, subscribe to it, and you may find something that you may like on it, and it may help you in the future. So hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.